What next after Mahendra Singh Dhoni for Chennai Super Kings? It's a question that has often haunted many a CSK fan, and one that, interestingly enough, even the franchise themselves tried to address, at least from a captaincy perspective, about 2 years back in 2022 when they replaced Dhoni as captain with Ravindra Jadeja. Halfway through a disastrous season, however, they were forced to bring Dhoni back in, and ever since then the speculation has inevitably continued to mount about when exactly it is that Dhoni will finally call it a day and stop playing even the IPL, the only form of cricket that he's still partaking in till this point in time. Well, now we have a little bit of a clearer answer as to what exactly the plan is, how exactly it is that CSK will go about dealing with things when the time comes to pick the successor of one MS Dhoni. How do we know this? Because we have some insight from a very powerful individual within the CSK camp, and that is Kashi Vishwanathan, who is of course the CEO of the Chennai Super Kings group. He was recently a guest in a podcast of Subramaniam Badrinath, a former CSK and India player, and had some interesting things to say about how it is that CSK would go about with succession planning as far as MS Dhoni is concerned. His answer was rather simple. He said that, listen, N. Srinivasan, who's currently the owner of CSK, has made it very clear. Let's not talk about the captain and vice captain appointments. Let's leave it to the coach and the captain. Right. So what we know is that as far as picking a future captain or vice captain is concerned, the onus is going to be entirely on the team management setup, which includes the current captain and current coach. That means MS Dhoni and Stephen Fleming will have a key hand, let's say, in deciding who exactly it is gets the rather interesting role of being the captain of CSK. That's how things will be decided. As of now, though, there is no name as far as who could be a future potential captain. But what we do know, even further on, he's mentioned something similar in a different way, is that it will not be a call made by upper management. It will be made by team management because they trust the team management to make the right decisions. He further goes on to say that Srinivasan has said that the captain and the coach will decide and give us a directive. Until then, let's all keep quiet. Basically, what Srinivasan has done is handed over the power and responsibility to the team captain as well as the coach to ensure that a future plan is done. As of now, there is no plan, at least even if there is one, it's not been publicly disclosed. But what we do know is that whoever the successor may be, there will be a clear, let's say, direction or in fact, suggestion, advice given by Dhoni and Fleming as to who that person would be. And if you go back in time and look at that Ravindra Jadeja appointment, you realize that some of the wording around how it is that CSK spoke about this, well, it does make a lot of sense that they look at Dhoni as, being an important decision maker, because the way they phrased it, it was said that Dhoni has handed over the reins to Jadeja, which essentially implied that Jadeja was handpicked. However, when Jadeja was stripped, even then there was the implication that Dhoni had some role in ensuring that he took back the reins as far as that season was concerned. So, what we do know is that succession planning for Dhoni will revolve around MS Dhoni himself. And given the man's cricketing brain, can you blame CSK for actually doing something like this? But what are your thoughts on the entire matter? You can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now, from my side though, it is goodbye.